We're at Wildwood Park where tonight the Sheboygan A's host the Appleton Legends in a Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League. Hello everybody, alongside Lucas Schulze, I'm Mike Martin. We'll be bringing you tonight's ball game. Sheboygan comes in with a record of 10-7. They're only 1-2 in the Newble. Appleton comes in 11-3, and they are 4-1 in the Newble. They're sitting in second place. Menasha leads the league 3-0. Let's go through the Legends lineup. You want to go through that for us, Lucas?
Leading off is Alex Ramos. He's playing third. Luke Kroll, the center fielder, has done a lot of damage versus A's team, is in center. Reed Heitpiss is the DH, and he's in third. Cole Dornfeld is the left fielder. He's in cleanup. Bubba Thompson's hitting fifth. Reed Flick, the second baseman's hitting sixth. Peyton Just hitting seventh. Anthony Wires, the 8-hole hitter, he's playing first. And rounded out is Harley John Guell, and he's in right field.
All right, for Sheboygan, their defense, they have Jurgensen at first, Wagner at second, Stelt at third, George Haas is at short. The outfield from left to right is Tenney, Ames, and Hanselman. The battery is Recolytis pitching and Casper catching.
Yeah, Recolytis has been dominant on the mound so far this season. He's pitched 14 innings, and he hasn't given up a run yet. He's been absolutely dominant, Marty. Recolytis, been dominant so far this season. 14 innings, no runs.
Yeah, he's a dandy. Sitting really good out there. Nice to have. Usually we only see the ace guys on the weekends, and he happens to be pitching on a weekend, a weeknight game, and it's nice to see him out there. First batter he's going to face is Alex Ramos. Ramos from Ripon College swings at that first pitch.
Ramos is from Ripon College.
I just said that.
Did you?
Oh, Jared trying to backhand it, hit off of his glove. It'll be an infield hit.
I'm sorry.
For Ramos. Tough break, tough start. Luke Kroll is the next hitter. Lucas has been doing pretty good the last two games, going 3 for 8, 3 RBIs. St. Scholastica, Duluth, Minnesota. That's where he goes to school. There's a line drive into left center field. Gets by Tenney, and they're sending the runner. Nope, they hold him late. Third base coach, I think, originally gave him the go sign, but then Ramos held up, and it's going to be a double for Kroll, and what a start for the Legends.
And Kroll continues his dominance for Sheboygan. He's got now 3 extra base hits and just 9 at-bats. 4 of his 9 at-bats he's had hits. 3 of them have been extra bases.
This is DHing tonight. He normally plays in the field. Harry is even with the bag at third. That's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1.
Heitpiss has played in both games versus the A's this season. He's got 3 singles in his 9 at-bats.
Hitting in that all-important number 3 slot of the batting order. That's a strike. It would have been a question of whether he checked his swing or not, but our home plate umpire called it a strike no matter what. Game time temperature tonight is 72 degrees. Beautiful night. Got all the windows out. Really great being up here in the press box. And the ball is foul ticked off the mitt of Cal Casper. those are ones that either go into your net and you catch them or not. It's not like you're going to think about it.
Yeah, you really can't control what's a catcher. You just kind of squeeze them in, hope it ends up in there.
One-two pitches outside the zone, evens the count at 2-2.
And in Reckless, his first two appearances, we barely even saw him give up 2 hits combined in those appearances. He was
Yeah,
so
exactly.
dominant. It was 3 up, 3 down. It felt like every inning, but a little trouble early on versus
Jared
Legends.
has the kind of stuff where he could strike out a couple of guys and then, you know, get that third out on a pop-up or something. It's a ground ball to short. Haas. Good stretch by Jimmy, and they get the out, but a run does score.
I know it's just the first inning, and you expect the A's offense to put up some runs, but kind of surprised not to see the infield in that situation. Could have had a chance at the plate.
Yeah, I agree with the strategy of keeping them back, Lucas, because if something drops in with your infield in, probably 2 runs will score instead of just the 1.
Yeah, I like to be aggressive, I guess. But I get what he's doing. You don't want to be giving away those big gaps in the infield, especially so early in the game.
Yeah, good fastball for a strike. Took a little something off of that breaking ball and swung on and missed. Recolitis at the top of the list. Two starts, 2 complete games. Only, I think you mentioned it's only 5 hits in 14 innings.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
But this is a good offense for Appleton. Averaging nearly 8 runs per game in their 14 games so far this season.
What I found interesting in looking at the standings for the New Bowl is that Kewaskum came in here and just crushed us and hit the ball like crazy. And that's their only win. They've lost 3 games. They're 1-3.
And 2 of those games they got dominated by this Appleton team. 2 of the 6 times that
ball is popped up out of play into the stands.
As I was saying, 2 of the 6 times that Appleton scored 10 runs have come against Kewaskum, a team that Sheboygan only managed to get 1 run across against here at home.
How's that work? One ball and 2 strikes. There's 1 out. A run is in. Appleton with a runner on third. And a strikeout. Dornfeld goes down swinging. There's 2 outs. Bubba Thompson up. There's another name we could maybe add to our list of favorite opponent names.
Seems to be infielders a lot of the time. Shortstops. Mike Marr was a shortstop. Thompson's a shortstop.
He was kind of everything. I know he didn't play outfield, but he was a pitcher too.
Did pitch. Dominant too. He shut Sheboygan down in his few innings that he pitched. We get to see Mike Martin again next weekend.
That's right.
In the Amateur Baseball Classic.
Right. That'll be some good baseball, good teams coming to town. Just touching the outside corner for strike 2. And Bubba Thompson, the shortstop, batting.
We mentioned it when Schmitz has pitched and when Ryan Flesch has pitched in the past. If you're going to get to Recolitis, you got to do it early before he settles in. And, you know, if you wait till the 3rd inning, it's going to be really difficult to string hits together.
And a swing and a miss by Thompson, and that ends the Appleton top half of the first. They do score a run, and they lead it after a half inning of play.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream and
jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Getting ready to start the bottom half of the first. I'll go through the defense for Appleton. They have Wires at first, Flick at second. Ramos, who led off the game with a single, is at third, and Thompson is at short. Dornfeld in left, Kroll in center, and Gruel in right. The battery is Whitaker, Winkler pitching, and Just catching. Why don't you go through our order, batting order?
Alex Ames leading off. He carries his 6-game on-base streak into this game tonight. Chase Hanselman's hitting second. Harry Stelt, the third baseman's in third. The cleanup hitter's Jimmy Jurgensen. He's playing first. Nick Tenney has been hot of late. He's playing left field. He's hitting fifth. Brad Reinflash, the DH, is hitting sixth. Cal Casper, he's behind the plate. He's in seventh. Hudson Wagner's hitting eighth. And rounding out George Haas, the shortstop.
Ames has that batting average up to 256, which is a marked improvement from early on. He's always been getting on base. He leads the club with 7 stolen bases and his 9 RBIs, and I believe it's 8 hit by pitches, or 9 hit by pitches really add to that on base percentage.
Yeah, he's on that 6-game on base streak, reaching nearly a 500 clip, 478 in those 6 games he's reaching base.
Earlier this week, Sheboygan dropped the game at Appleton by a score of 4-1. Errors were costly, allowed 3 unearned runs. We're 1-1 versus Appleton. The win was an exciting one. I think it was you, Lucas, got the call, the game-winning home run by Jimmy. Ended up winning that one 7-5.
Also the problem, they only scored 1 run against Appleton on Tuesday. 8 runners left on base. It's kind of been a theme. 29 runners left on base in the last 3 games.
Ames couldn't catch up to that pitch and goes down on strikes. That brings up Chase Hanselman. Hanselman has a home run on the season. Was 0 for 4 up in Appleton the other night. A pretty nice crowd tonight for a hockey night. Had a kid with a hockey jersey on calling out the play ball. Winkler, not a real big guy. Doesn't look like he throws real hard, but he is around the plate. He's 0-2 on Hanselman. Let's just say he's from the College of Lake Center. Pitch is low.
As the area wasn't what you'd want it to be at in his time there this season.
It's under 10.
Single digits is always good.
Oh, he tried to throw the heater there, but it went low and inside. Evens the count at 2-2.
Thing that Appleton's had a lot of success against Sheboygan hitters has been striking him out. You mentioned he doesn't have the stuff like the other 2 guys they faced, but 20 strikeouts in 2 games against Appleton pitching for the A's hitters.
Oh, big breaking ball. Hanselman thought it was going to be high and inside, but it broke right back over the plate. Good pitch. Harry's up. Harry hasn't been so Harry-like over the last few games. Struggling with that batting average. 2 for 13. He'll get better.
And you say he's struggling, you look over at his numbers, he's still hitting 375. So.
Yeah, exactly. Harry, line drive, just foul. I think it was, we came into that one game, he was hitting 412, was it?
More than that, it was
421 maybe?
It was up to 450 for a little bit.
Okay, and then you see what happens early in the year, not a lot of at-bats, your average goes down awfully quick. Good eye by Harry.
I mean, even one day where you go 0 for 3 and it's down 20, 30 points.
Yeah, exactly. Then you multiply that by a couple games and all of a sudden you're Harry taking that pitch on the outside corner, and Winkler strikes out the side. 2 of them called after 1 complete.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back here at Wildwood Park, leading off the second inning for Appleton is Reed Flick, second baseman. Flick goes to college in Iowa. Went to Appleton Xavier High School. Did I ever tell you the story when I was a high school basketball player? They were just building Appleton East, and their gym wasn't ready. So we had to go to Appleton 2 consecutive Fridays. And the first Friday we played West at Appleton West. And then the next week we played Appleton East at Appleton West. And the first Friday, I literally lost the game for us. I threw the ball away at the end. The guy went in for a layup. I fouled him. We ended up losing by 3 or 4 points. But, little chopper over to Harry. He's got a hustle. Throw across is in time. Nice pitch by Rec to get him to hit a slow bouncer. That brings up Peyton Just. So the second Friday when we go to play the other Appleton High School, game goes into overtime. I scored all our points. It was only 4, but still we won by 4.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Clutch player. Big time players make big time plays.
The second Friday
games.
wasn't too bad. First Friday, good fastball, Just swings and misses. We're in the top of the second. Appleton scored a run on a ground out by Reed Hitpus. And Recolytis throwing a little more free and easy this second inning.
And I know now that I'm going to say it, it's probably going to jinx it, but now it's been 32 innings and the A's pitchers only allowed 1 walk. I mean, that is incredible.
You're pretty safe at 0-2.
You'd hope so, right?
Oh, ball bounces out of Cal's mitt, but he throws down for the put out. Give Recolytis a strikeout. And that's going to bring up Anthony Wires, first baseman. CJ, are we going to make up that missed Little League night? Next Tuesday is Little League night. We missed that because of a rainout.
A lot of rainouts. Wednesday got rained out.
Yeah,
last
right.
Thursday, and
A lot of games to make up. Taco Bell. Ball hit right off the pole. Sounded just like that Taco Bell commercial.
I know that kid.
Nice visiting with Scott and Kelly Witter before the game. Pitch inside. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second.
Merkley has struck out 3 last 4 batters, so we can get him here.
Good job of hanging in by Wires. Jackson Tillman here tonight. Nice to see Jackson. Jackson, of course, the A's bat boy. One ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. We're in the top of the second inning. That was pretty close. Guess it was a good take by Wires. Recklais didn't think so. He wanted that pitch.
One's on the mound where you start walking back to your dugout. I think you got the strikeout, and then you realize you got to throw a couple more pitches.
Another bouncing ball up the middle, a base hit. Hung that curveball. That takes us to Harley John Gould, the right fielder.
Concordia product from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. You haven't seen him yet. He didn't play in the home game against Sheboygan.
Wonder if his dad drives motorcycles. Harley John. Pitch is outside. Good catch by Casper. Had a long way to go to get that one. He kept it from going back to the screen. Oh, they picked him off. Good play by Cal. And it's going to be a 2-3-6 put out, picking off Wires at first.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Jimmy Jurgensen is going to lead off the second for Sheboygan. He leads the club, hitting .390. Swinging at that first pitch, hits it out to left field. And making the grab out there is Dornfeld. Quick out. Winkler struck out the side in the Sheboygan first. And with those 3 strikeouts, Appleton pitchers have struck out 23 A's batters in 19 innings. That's unacceptable.
It's been dominant performance from their pitchers on the mound so far, even though Sheboygan got 7 runs at home against them. Still struck out a lot. And only 1 run on Tuesday isn't exactly where you want to be as an offense.
Overall, Sheboygan is counting in 2 games this year, 79 and 50 against the Legends. Ball is up, makes the count 3-0. Nick Tenney up.
And Tenney, man, he's been hot the past couple of games. .454, he's 5 for his last 11 at the plate in his last 4 games. Really turned around, his guys average up to .278 now.
Well, Winkler was down 3-0, and he's come back with 2 real good pitches to load up the count at 3-2. Little roller. Winkler takes it between the legs and throws out Nick.
Ryan Flesch hasn't seen a lot of action at the plate so far this season, just 8 at-bats for Sheboygan. He does have a double in those 9 plate appearances.
Yeah, Brad DHing tonight. Good to see him in the lineup. He's a good hitter. Big breaking ball again. Winkler's had pretty good success with that pitch.
We've seen him have multi-home run games in his past.
That strike makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brad with a deep drive to left field, way back there, and out of here. Brad Reinfleisch with his first home run of the year, and that's a she-boy gunner.
There it is. I talk about his multi-home run games. It goes deep in his first at-bat tonight, ties the game up. Just a complete baseball player, as we've said.
That ball was clocked. Hit it in a good spot, too, pulling the ball right to left field. Umpire ran out of baseballs. Deliver some baseballs to home plate. Logan Koss is our home plate umpire, and Doug Steinke is on the bases.
Cal's been a guy who's starting to get it going at the plate a little bit. He's had a couple hits in his last few games, brought his average up 40 points just the last 3 games.
I always like to see those young players, Cal in his second season, start to develop. And one of the things that has to develop at this level is your hitting. And Cal struggled last year, and he's struggled somewhat this year, but he's certainly doing better. You can see that maturity setting in. And pitched 1 inning.
Yeah,
Struck out the side.
got a 0 ERA still.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Cal. There are 2 outs. We're tied now. for that home run. Interesting note about the Legends, they've won 10 Newell titles, which is quite impressive. I think the only other team that approaches that might even beat them is Menasha.
Sheboygan got it done last year in the Newell. This year off to a little bit of a slower start. Feel like kind of opposite from last year. Struggled in the state league, and then this year they're 6-2 in that right now. See if the Newell they can get hot in both leagues.
Yeah, exactly. Cal hits it out to center field. Krull has a beat on it and makes the catch, and that ends the Sheboygan second. But Sheboygan does come up with a run, and after 2 complete, we're all tied at 1.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Leading off the 3rd inning for Appleton, it'll be Harley John Gould. A little hockey stick taping contest.
It's a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before either. Who dreams up that stuff? Ty did. Ty, our hockey intern, Sheboygan A's intern, plays hockey. Harley takes a first pitch, bounces it out to a Haas. Haas throws him out. Nice play by George.
We've talked about the A's defensive struggles in the past couple of games, but it feels like it just comes in one inning. It feels like it's not over the course of games. It's just that one inning kind of snowballs. So hopefully it doesn't happen tonight. Hopefully the defense can keep it clean.
Exactly. We were talking to Scott and his wife when we were up here and saying, that one game, I think, was it the first 2 batters we got out, and then the next 4 guys reach on all of them on errors. That's just unbelievable. Back to the top of the order. Ramos up. He started the game with a single, and then he scored later in the inning. Gets one in the hole and through. 2 for 2 for Alex. That's going to bring up Krull, who doubled.
He's been dangerous. We talked about it last time he came up, about he has all those extra base hits against the A's. He had a triple when he played here in Sheboygan at Wildwood Park last time. But he hit the ball hard, I feel like, every time. There's always that one guy in each lineup that seems to be a thorn in Sheboygan's side.
That's for sure. Ramos is the leadoff hitter. He's on at first. Got to keep an eye on him. He's got a nice lead over there. And Jared must have heard me.
He's got the pitch comm with your mic.
Yeah, right. Oh, 1 pitch coming up. Kroll takes that for strike 2. There's one out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. We're all tied at 1. Line drive out to center field. Alex can't catch it. Fires it in. And Appleton threatening with runners on 1st and 2nd and 1 out. And their number 3 hitter hit piss up. And he drove in the lone Appleton run with a ground out.
And it's another hit for Luke Kroll, another hard hit ball. He's not getting any cheap hits, that's for sure. He's now hitting 500 in his 10 at-bats. Versus the A's so far this season. And hit piss, he's got 3 hits of his own. All singles. So it's done no extra base damage that Kroll has, but still hits a hit.
The bouncer right in front of the plate. Rekleitis takes the easy out at first. Good play. That was the play. He didn't have much of a chance at the runners.
And it was a veteran move by Rekleitis not to try to force it to second. He knows he has time. Throws over to first, gets the out.
Dornfeld up. Cole struck out his first time. Appleton threatening with runners on 2nd and 3rd. There are 2 outs. Hopefully Jared can work out of the jam. That first pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
And Dornfeld's got 1 hit versus the A's so far this season. It was a home run. So hopefully Rekleitis can keep him in the yard.
Yeah, exactly. Good speed on the bases for the Legends. Casper with a good stop, that ball in the dirt. Cal able to scoop it. Evens the count at 1-1. Nice to see Denny Moyer at the game again. Ball gets by Casper, and that's going to allow a run to score. Swing and a miss by Dornfeld, but the ball was not caught by Casper. It's a pass ball, and Appleton has the lead.
It's a tough break because, you know, we're kind of expecting Casper, how good he's been back there just to make every play. And when he doesn't, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah,
for Sheboygan this time.
It's an unearned run, but it counts anyway. One pitch. Pitch is outside the strike zone, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. And there was 2 strikes, and for some reason I thought it was 2 strikes on the batter. The scoreboard had only 1, but it was 2, and Dornfeld swings and misses for strike 3, but Appleton does score.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Hudson Wagner is going to lead off the Sheboygan third inning. He's been on a tear recently. Hitting 385, pops it up, first pitch. And making the catch over there is Wires. One pitch, one out.
We were kind of joking about Winkler's ERA coming in, but he's shut down this order beside Brad Reinflesch. He's the only base runner, but it was a home run, so he wasn't really on base. So Winkler hasn't had to pitch out of the stretch at all today. Even though he pitches out of the stretch all the time. But like traditional.
Nice going, Lucas. I get you. It's kind of a wind-up kind of thing. There's this one, well, I don't think he's coaching anymore out in Arizona. He was like, for over 20 years, he was a high school baseball coach at this high school, and everything his pitchers did was always out of the stretch. He didn't teach them to wind up at all.
A lot of MLB players do that as well now.
Yeah,
Colton Burns,
exactly, right.
Big
As a
guy.
matter of fact, one of his kids did make it.
Really?
Yeah. The kid just pitched against the Brewers maybe a week or so ago. He's a left-hander.
What team?
I think it was the Giants, but I'm not sure. George Haas draws a walk.
Yes, it's his 9th walk of the season. He's almost the team leader in that category here. He's number 1 with 10. Creeping up on that.
Ames swinging at the first pitch, fouls it over into the Appleton bullpen area behind their dugout. Haas on at first, here he goes, and fouled off. He's just going to look up to see how many stolen bases George has. He's got 4, was caught once. So not surprising to see him go. Ames a strikeout victim his first time. Bunting ball up the middle. Taylor made double play. But Ames is safe. He beat it out. A little too slow, Lucas. I thought he was going to pick it up and step on second and just throw over, but Ames really hustling.
I don't think that ball was hit hard enough with Ames' speed to turn that double play.
Yeah.
Just shows why it's so important to have great speed at the top of your lineup.
Right, yeah. With Hanselman up, it'll be interesting to see if Moyer sends Ames. Alex, a good base stealer. Hanselman swinging at the first pitch, pops it up into short center, and Krull makes the grab. And that ends the Sheboygan third inning. After 3 complete, Appleton on top 2-1.
Estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Looking at some Sheboygan A's statistics over the last last 4+ games, including tonight, Sheboygan has allowed 9 unearned runs, and we had mentioned in the opening to tonight's game that we allowed 3 unearned runs in Appleton on Tuesday night, and A's defense has not been what it's been other seasons. It's been very spotty at times.
Yeah, we're used to seeing a really solid defense, especially last year with Hadley and East at second and everything like that, but it just hasn't been the same so far this season. And there's good defenders out there, and it feels like the time's been when Riley's missed games, it feels like it's been a little more spotty, as you said, but it's just that one inning in games. It's not like it's all the time. It just feels like it just kind of snowballs.
Yeah,
one singular
it all
inning.
comes together. We're going to commit 3 errors this game,
yeah,
but it's all going to be in the 4th inning. And then but anyway. Riley Palmquist, the best defender on the team, not here again tonight. I think we talked about this our last broadcast. We said when Riley's here, it helps. You can put your better defenders at different positions. When he's not here, then you got to start moving people around. Recklitis' pitches outside for a ball. Bubba Thompson up at the plate with a 1-2 count. Bubba struck out to end the first. His first time up. Pitch just a little low.
Bubba's struggled in his time against the A's. He's been really good defensively at short, but he's 0 for 9 now. Working hopefully on an 0 for 10. This pitch.
Swing and a miss. Well, the 4 and 5 hitters for Appleton have not been very 4 and 5-ish with 4 plate appearances and 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, 4 of Rex strikeouts have come from 4 of the 5 of Rex strikeouts have come against those 2 hitters, Dornfeld and Thompson.
5 strikeouts for Rex so far in the ball game, and that brings up Reed Flick, who hammers one to center, and it drops for a base hit.
We haven't seen this kind of hard hit contact against Rex so far this season. He's been dominant in those 2 weekend games. And we said he'd get up 5 hits in those games combined, and 6 hits tonight, and we're not even through 4 innings yet. He's only given up the 2 runs, but only one of those
should only
earned.
been 1.
Yeah.
Peyton Just is the Legends catcher, and he's up now. Breaking ball is in there.
So yeah, it's a great breaking ball when the batter's leading out of the way.
Yeah, right. Caught just a little unaware. Then he came with the look like the heater. So 0-2 count. There is 1 out. Flick is on at first with the line drive single. Ball is hit up in the air. And Ames makes the catch. Anthony Wires, the first baseman, is up next. He singled and then was promptly picked off of first back in the 2nd inning. Be interesting to see if Flick tries to steal a base.
You and Reck are just on the same wavelength tonight, aren't you?
Well, I try to do my best coaching from the booth.
But yeah, I'd expect to see Flick on the move early in the count with 2 outs, get that runner in scoring position for Appleton.
Starts Wires out with a breaking ball, and it's in there for strike 1. Looked like the same pitch he threw to Flick early in his count, but he came up with a base hit. Throw in the dirt, scooped up nicely by Jimmy on that pickoff attempt. I don't think they would have got the
Those back picks are
runner.
really scary for fans. I feel like a lot of times it seems like those get past the infielders who aren't prepared for that throw. But Jimmy's made a couple nice plays over there, and even they've gotten out off of it. One of those back picks from Cal.
Another breaking ball, just a little bit outside. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes, very close.
Look up at the scoreboard, and Appleton's got 6 hits to Sheboygan's 1, and it's just a 1-run game. Sheboygan's got to take advantage of the lack of run support that Appleton's given their pitching staff right now.
And you mentioned also neither pitcher is allowed a walk. Their guy allowed 1 walk, but like you said, he's not putting many people on base for Sheboygan. The home run and the walk, that's it.
He's only had to pitch with 1 base runner, and that was with 2 outs.
1-2 pitch. Broken bat, pop up to Harry. He's got it. And that ends the 4th. After 3.5, Appleton on top, 2-1.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Well, I'll take you home. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Doing the dice game, I can probably see that just to the left of your monitor. We didn't get many winners on this game.
Yeah, it's not easy. You got to roll the same thing 3 times, or if you get the A's logo.
There's too many sides to that dice. Harry's going to lead off the 4th inning for Sheboygan. Harry was caught looking to end the 1st. Harry's been in a bit of a slump.
When he's not been his best hitting-wise, he's still drawing walks. That's what you like to see, that even when you're struggling hitting-wise, you still have to play discipline to get on base.
Yes. First pitch to Harry was a strike. Apparently didn't check his swing in time. And he hits that one to deep left field, but coming in and actually making an easy catch on it was Dornfeld. Sounded good off the bat, but it just didn't have the oomph to get out there.
Must have got it off the end a little bit. I thought he hit that a whole lot further than it
yeah,
actually
me
went.
too. You're right.
That wind's not helping it either. There's flags staying straight out there in center field.
Jimmy's up. Jimmy flew out to left field his first time.
You want to talk about clean score sheets so far, Marty? This A's side is looking pretty darn spick-spack and clean.
So let's talk about Winkler, because he is pitching good. He's pitching a fine game. But coming into tonight, we said his ERA coming in was under 10, which it was, but it was a very high 9.82. We don't know how many innings he's pitched or anything like that, but he certainly has pitched not like a 9.82 ERA pitcher. He's been very good.
And if you're going to college for baseball, you've had to be good at some point. So
yes.
You obviously have the tools to be successful.
Harry pops it up into foul ground, just has a beat on it and makes a catch. That's 2 outs in the 4th. Nick Tenney up. Lucas mentioned it earlier, Sheboygan with only 1 hit on the night, and that was a Brad Reinfleisch home run. where Appleton's been hitting the ball well.
And coming into this game, we saw Rec was on the mound. We're thinking, oh, Sheboygan's going to be in and out of here pitching-wise quickly, not hitting-wise. And Appleton's had a little bit more success than we're used to seeing against Reclitus on the mound.
It is a 9-inning game tonight with Sheboygan being down. That helps. Tenney hits one out to center. Krull retreats and makes the grab. And a quick 1, 2, 3, fourth inning for Sheboygan. After 4 complete, Appleton's still on top.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Our next broadcast will be on Saturday, June 20th, when Kenosha comes to town for a Wisconsin State League doubleheader. That first game of the doubleheader will start at 1 p.m. We look forward to bringing you that doubleheader, and then I believe on Sunday they go to Kenosha and play a doubleheader.
Here?
On Saturday, but Sunday they're there.
Correct. I thought you said Saturday.
So anyway, our next broadcast will be Saturday, June 20th.
Yes. And Kenosha had Sheboygan's number when they came here last week.
Yeah, they're a good team.
A game Sheboygan had the lead in, and all of a sudden just kind of got away.
Now Sheboygan has a good record, though. They're 6-2 in that league. And Kenosha and West Dallas Nationals are another couple of really good teams. For whatever reason, Lombard, who's just dominated over the years, has got a, they had a bump in the road in that Wisconsin State League Challenge, losing all 3 games. Another strikeout for Rec.
Yeah, they are 1-4 right now, and it wasn't even the hits that they gave to Sheboygan. It was 10 walks, pitching-wise, from Lombard that really killed them in the innings where Sheboygan finally took over.
By the way, great job, Lucas, of bringing us home a winner without me available to bail you out. You didn't need any bailing out. Ramos, the leadoff hitter, is up. Alex has a good night going. 2 singles and 2 runs scored.
Yeah, this top 2 in the order is 4 for 4 for Appleton.
Good frame by Cal. You know, there's something we haven't talked about all year with Casper, and his catching ability, and he frames the pitches pretty well, trying to get strikes for his pitcher. And another hit. Oh boy.
5 for 5 from the top 2 in the order. We talked about the struggles of the 4 and 5 guys, but
1 and 2 are doing their work. 5 for 5. Holy crap.
And talk about framing. It's kind of a lost art now in the majors with the ABS challenge system. It doesn't really matter what you do. You just tap the helmet if you think it's a strike or not. But if the team's out of challenges, it becomes more valuable in that way.
There's a lot of strategy in that too. When do
Definitely.
you use them?
Something the Brewers have said when it comes to is they want to have a challenge in the 8th and 9th inning, at least one.
Exactly, yeah. Luke Kroll up. He's the center fielder. He doubled and singled so far. He comes up with a man on. There's one out. We're in the 5th. Big hack and a miss. Oh, 2 pitch coming up. Late timeout, and you could hear up here Recollida saying no way, but umpire Logan Koss says yes way, and he granted the timeout.
Just because you're a batter and you call timeout doesn't mean the umpire has to grant you that timeout.
Exactly.
So you could be standing in the box calling time and you take a strike.
Exactly. And that's what, matter of fact, that's what you and I wanted.
Exactly.
0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Seventh strikeout of the game for Rec. And that brings up the number 3 hitter, Reed Hitpiss.
Mr. Fielder's choice. He's got 2 of them so far today. One of them was an RBI.
Surprised that Ramos, the runner at first, didn't try to steal with Luke up. You'd think they try to get him in the scoring position for their number 3 hitter. Good throw down. The runner able to get back just in time. Very close.
And if you're an Appleton base runner, you better not be leaning one way to second base because Cal's going to throw it over there.
Cal with a very good arm. Breaking pitch is outside. Evens count at 1-1. Soft line drive out into right field, a base hit. Streaking around second. Ramos is going to make it. A couple more hits for the Appleton Legends. Boy, they've been stinging the ball tonight, Lucas.
They've had a base runner in every single inning, and we talked about, you know, you can't let Recollida settle in, and they haven't. Through nearly 5 innings now, and they're still getting to them. They got 8 hits on Sheboygan's ace.
Well, Dornfeld is up. He's the number 4 hitter. We're in that 4 and 5 slot now where they've done nothing but strike out. You can't depend on that, though. You got to get some of these other guys out. Hopefully we can get Appleton out without having them score a run. But you're right. They've been putting runners on base every inning.
Just great that Sheboygan's got Recollida on the mound where he can work out of those jams. He's only given up 2 runs and only 1 earned. Sheboygan needs to get some going offensively.
First pitch was a strike and a swing and a miss there by Dornfeld. Makes it 0-2. Now Rec had 0-2 on the previous hitter and gave up the single. Oh, 2 pitch coming up. Runners on first and third. There are 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Jared Recollida. He gets strikeout number 8. And the Legends do not score in the 5th after 4.5. 2-1 Appleton.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me smells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, Tea Time.
What are you, having tea with the Queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Leading off the A's 5th inning is their offense. Brad Reinfleisch, who hit a home run back in the 2nd. He's been the offense for Sheboygan.
The only Sheboygan hit.
Hit a good whack at that first pitch, fouled it back. Winkler on the mound for the Legends. He's pitched a beauty.
Ryan Flesh hasn't hit that much, but it feels like every time he plays, he hits a home run. And he lived up to that name so far tonight.
I think Lucas mentioned this earlier in the ball, but Winkler has 3 strikeouts all in the first, hasn't had one since, and he's only walked 1 A's hitter. Count to Brad is 2-1. Brad from West Bend went to UW Stout. Coached some high school baseball over at West Bend High School. I don't know if it was East or West. And a breaking ball in for a strike. I heard West Bend is going to merge instead of having two
Really?
football teams and all that. They're going to merge one school. I don't know if you've ever been to their campus, but they have like 2 wings, and they're joined at one end, so it's like a horseshoe in the middle by the gym. So to be one school instead of 2 is going to be pretty seamless.
Oh, they play at the
the
same
buildings
gym?
are already connected, yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Isn't if you live on one side, you go to east, and one side you go to west? Isn't that how it works? Is that the one?
I don't know. And then if you live like straight where the horseshoe isn't joined, you don't have to go to school.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Good job of setting me up, Lucas.
Welcome.
I think if you're a good athlete, they send all of those to West. And if you're not that good, then you go to East.
Yeah. Kind of like the B tier.
Or maybe they send the girl athletes to one school and the
There
boy
you go.
athletes
so they
to
both
the
have
other.
one that's good, one set that's good.
Breaking pitch is inside. Brad draws a walk. Second walk of the ball game for Winkler. Brings up Casper. Now, Brad is not the kind of guy who's going to be stealing a base for you.
Maybe if one gets by back there, maybe we'll see him get going. Harry's got a stolen base this year.
This is about the Brewers. How did Woodruff get injured? Was it diving back into a base?
That was Jimmy Nelson back in 2017.
Jimmy
He did
Nelson.
That. He was against the Cubs.
And
at
who
Wrigley.
how did Woodruff get hurt?
This year?
Well, back when it all started, he hasn't been playing for a couple of years, kind of.
Yeah, he came back early last year, and then he's kind of been in and out with injuries. He had kind of like a dead arm. He was throwing like 85 all of a sudden, and they pulled him, and he's been out. He's supposed to be on his way back, but yeah, he's been a lot of arm issues.
So is Jimmy Nelson.
Jimmy Nelson, yeah.
Okay.
He was one of the Brewers' aces back then. Oh,
Pitch
there you
gets
go.
by the catcher just, and Brad advances on the wild pitch. When hit hard off the backstop, it bounced right over the head of Just. Otherwise, they may have had a play on Brad.
And he said he wouldn't be moving. You liar.
Casper with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. He flew out to center his first time up. Pops that one up. And the catch is made over there by Wires. Batted bat. Did not advance the runner. That brings up Wagner. Wagner was swinging early in the count his first time up.
Yeah, he popped out to first base. Same thing that Cal just did. Wires over there.
Winkler set and delivers. Hudson with a good rip at that ball. Couldn't make contact. Wagner's from Appleton. He attends River Falls.
And Wagner, he's been Mr. RBI. He had 3 RBIs against Lombard. 2 RBI singles. And big ones at that when Sheboygan was trailing, gave them the lead. And tied the game up later.
Count is 1-1. There is 1 out. Sheboygan has a runner at second. We mentioned Hudson has been hot last few games. Takes a big breaker, and the Appleton pitcher, Rylan Winkler, has made a living with that big breaking ball of his.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that. Then you got to be ready for the fastball. It feels so much faster, that fastball, when you got such a big break on that ball.
And a good pitch. It was outside the strike zone, but Hudson not able to hold up. Is the 4th strikeout victim for Winkler. George Haas with an RBI opportunity. He walked back in the 3rd.
He's the only other man to reach base for Sheboygan other than Brad Reinflesh. Been that kind of dominant performance from Winkler on the mound.
Takes that pitch inside. Almost hit him.
I don't think he's seen a strike yet. Saw 4 balls his first time up, 4-pitch walk.
George was hit by a pitch earlier this year. That evens the count at 1-1.
How about George's walk? Puts him 1 behind the team lead with 9. Harry leads the team with 10. Still finds his way on base, even if his average isn't where he wants it to be.
George has a great baseball number, number 3. That pitch is a strike. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Reinfleisch on at second. Haas at bat. Very calm night, very beautiful night at the ballpark. Tried to come with the heater.
Yeah, we'll stay alive.
You know, I always thought the job of the catcher, he really has a couple of jobs. One, of course, is to always catch the ball. But you know the other very important job that a catcher has?
What is that?
Throw the ball back to the pitcher. I mean, watch. I don't know if he's going to do it this time, but the other 2 throws out there, one he threw by the pitcher. The other one, Winkler had to jump way off the side to catch it. You know, the pitcher's working hard enough the way it is. Don't make them work hard to catch the
throws them
throws
off their
back.
rhythm, too, if they're locked in a rhythm.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Mess with that.
Pitches outside, evens the count at 2-2. I heard that was one of the complaints about CJ, was his throwbacks to the mound. He was good at throwing the mask away on pop-ups, though. 2-2 pitch. Come on, George. Breaking ball. Winkler went back to it and was successful. And at the end of 5, Appleton's still up 2-1.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Back here at Wildwood Park, there you can see the inflatables contest. And Sophie, the winner, running to the finish line backwards. That's poor sportsmanship.
Hey, it looks cool, though, if you can do it.
Yeah, right. Getting ready to start 6th inning action. This game has been flying by. Good pitching by both sides. Recolaitis looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game.
Yeah, it's a perfect start for him. Those 4 or 5 hitters have struck out 5 times in their 5 at-bats. So maybe get that first one.
Bubba Thompson, the shortstop for Appleton, is the leadoff hitter this inning. He is 0 for 2 with 2 of those strikeouts that Lucas just mentioned. First pitch swinging. And Casper, between Harry and Cal and Jared, they looked a little uncertain at first. I think Rec wouldn't have minded taking it, but he gave way to Cal. Made the catch in foul ground. And a quick 1 out, 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up Reed Flick. Can you read your writing? Luther Norris?
Norris, yeah, that's what it said.
Luther Norris College in Iowa. That's where Reed goes to school. I think we mentioned he went to Appleton, Xavier High School. That reminds me, did I ever tell you the story? We had to play in Appleton 2 Fridays in a row.
You did say that. It's like when overtime, you had all 4 points. I was listening.
And it wasn't baseball, it was basketball. 1-2 pitch. Flick singled his last time up. Swung at a high pitch there and goes down. That's strikeout number 9 for Jared. And that brings up Peyton Just.
Yeah, Just is 0 for 2. But he's got a couple hits against Sheboygan. He's got 2 of them in his 2 games, now 3 games. He's the one who you were complaining about, couldn't make the throw back to Winkler on the mound.
He had his issues. I haven't noticed anything the whole game except for those 2 throws, and so I think Peyton normally is pretty good at it. Just struggled there for a bit. Good breaking ball. Another strikeout for Jared. That was number 10. And Jared gets his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. And as we head to the bottom of the sixth, it's Appleton still up by a run.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Maybe yes, sir.
Back at Wildwood Park, Appleton has brought in a relief pitcher, number 41. Lucas, I think, has the name of that player. While Lucas is figuring that out, I'll try to get the stats for Rylan Winkler, who pitched a dandy of a game.
Hey, you want to change the name, Winkler. I don't know his first name. I don't know his first name. His last name is Winkler.
Winkler?
Yeah, you don't have to change much. Don't have to change much, same last name. But he throws from the other side.
Ethan Winkler. Winkler.
Leading off for the A's, center fielder, number 6, Alex Ames.
Alex Ames is going to lead it off for Sheboygan. We got the top of the order. It's what we want. Let's see if we can get some action going. Winkler fires the old fastball in there, and Ames not able to catch up with it.
And you see a different pitcher on the mound. Hopefully that means a little bit more offensive production, but it's the same last name, so hopefully that doesn't have anything to do with the type of success they had against the first Winkler.
So Rylan Winkler went 5 innings, gave up only 1 hit, 1 run. That was the home run by Brad. He allowed 2 walks and struck out 5. Great performance by that young man. Ames sticks the bat out and loops one out into right field for a base hit. Sheboygan with their second hit of the night, and that's going to bring up Chase Hanselman.
And down 0-2 in the count, shortens up and goes opposite field. It's just a great piece of hitting with a 2-strike count by Ames.
There's an old saying in baseball, says take 2 and hit the right. And that's what Alex did.
And extends that on base streak to 7 now.
Hanselman 0 for 2. Ames is the threat to steal a base. Alex leads the ball club with 7 stolen bases. Tim Moyer talking to Hanselman. Now, one thing we haven't noticed, I'm sure they could do it if they wanted, but a hit and run type of thing. We haven't seen any of that this year.
You don't see it as much anymore, but it's super effective when you get it right.
Yes.
You get the second baseman running to go cover the base, and it leaves a huge hole in that right side of the infield.
And the key element is get it right, because batter needs to make contact. All right, here we go.
A lot of times now in the MLB it's done on accident.
Winkler's first pitch to Hanselman is outside. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Hanselman didn't like it. No movement by Alex Ames at first. 1-1 is the count. And Ames not taking a very big lead. And you know, when Winkler started to deliver the pitch, Alex had trouble reading and was heading back to first. Thought it might have been a pickoff move.
Yeah, it's tough to read those lefties. Talking about the struggle. I mean, they're always looking at you. You can't get too big of a lead. They're just going to throw over.
There's a line drive base hit to center. Ames is going to hold at second. Good piece of hitting by Chase, and Sheboygan has something going with runners on at first and second, and Harry up.
Back-to-back hits against the left-handed pitcher. Exactly what you want for Sheboygan. Just need to see that new face on the mound.
Yeah. We had talked about that last year, and I know you talked about it somewhat earlier this year, not necessarily on the air, about trying to track batting averages versus lefty and righty.
Yeah,
and
I'm doing it.
Oh, you are? Wow.
Yeah.
Give us some numbers, man.
I don't pull it up.
No, you don't have to do that. I'm just kidding.
Harry
takes that first pitch for a strike.
Harry hasn't seen many lefties. He's 0 for 5 this season. The left-handed side pitcher. The southern sidewinders.
Good speed at second. A pitch in the dirt. Just did a good job of keeping it in front of him. One and one. Ames at second, Hanselman at first. Sheboygan down a run. Harry, the big swing and a miss. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harry hitting .375 versus left-handers. 0 for 3. 0 for something. 0 for 5. Looking for his first hit against a lefty this year. This would be a great time to get it. Harry with a deep drive to left. And that one is going to be way out of here.
I didn't even see that one land.
Harry Stelt with another home run, and it's a 3-run homer and a Sheboyganer.
Talk about getting his first hit against the lefty. He does it in fashion, sends it out of the ballpark. But man, I didn't even see that one land that it was hit so far into the night. What a huge spot for Sheboygan. 3 hits in a row after only having 1 through the first 5 innings.
I took a glance at the left fielder. He took 1 step towards the line and then just stopped and watched it go. And Jimmy's up. For Harry, that was his 4th home run of the season. Jimmy's hitting .400 against left-handers, going 2 for 5 with a home run. Well, Ethan Winkler, welcome to the game. 2 singles and a home run, not a good start for him. Great for the A's, they now lead it. 4-2.
The amount of control, we've said it so many times when the A's were up on the Braves over that one weekend series and last time they played them. You could be in so much control, but if you can't score runs, it doesn't matter. And Appleton, despite their 8 hits, only have 2 runs, and Sheboygan takes the lead with 1 swing of the bat.
Yep.
After being dominated the entire game offensively.
It's amazing how that works. And we're not sure why Appleton took out the starter Winkler, because he was pitching very well. But that's the way it goes. You know, he's looking at a win, and all of a sudden he's going to get a no decision. Count is 2-2 to Jimmy. Jimmy 0 for 2 in the ball game. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Or no, make it 3-2. There's a high fly ball to right. I don't think it's going to have enough. And coming in and making the grab was Gruel. And Nick Tenney up. Tenney only, you had mentioned, Lucas, we haven't seen a whole lot of lefties, and Nick has only come to bat once against a left-handed pitcher and did not get a hit. So nope, not much of a sample size for Nick in his hitting against lefties. It's it up to Thompson, who one-hands it and throws across. And that's going to bring up Brad. No at-bats against lefties.
He hasn't played enough for him to have any at-bats against lefties. I think the team leader in at-bats is, I thought it was Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob not in the lineup tonight. I don't even think he's at the ballpark. I didn't see him at all. Brad pops it into foul ground. Wires over and makes the grab. He's had a few of those tonight. And that ends the Sheboygan 6th inning, but not before they come up with 3 runs, all of them scoring on Harry Steltz's 4th home run of the year. And after 6 complete, it's Sheboygan 4, Appleton 2.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Back here at Wildwood Park, they're calling out the numbers for the 50-50 winner. They're giving away $134. I actually think that's pretty low for the kind of crowd we have tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen the type of numbers we saw last year. You know, when
I'm glad this is happening to you, Lucas, because it happens to me all the time.
I can't think of his name, who always comes here. He always gets the big-time numbers.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's at the ballpark. That's why we didn't sell so much. You're right. Anthony Wires, the busy first baseman for Appleton, is up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 pop-ups he's caught. A couple of those in foul ground. Anthony did get a hit back in the 2nd, and then popped up to Harry in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. 0-2 pitch coming up. Oh, foul ticked it. Just got a piece. Recolaitis with 86 pitches for 6 innings. That's pretty good. He has recorded 10 strikeouts. Breaking pitch. Wires able to hang in on that good breaker by Jared.
Especially to keep that efficient of a pitch count with that amount of strikeouts. It's pretty impressive. It's nothing what Mizorowski did with his 95 pitches and 15 strikeouts. But
pitches outside, makes a count 1 ball, 2 strikes. There is 1 out.
Especially
nobody out.
He's allowed a few.
Katie, that's on you, Katie. And another strikeout. Now there's 1 out. Katie, do not press any buttons over there. Everything's right. Bill Wagner not here. He's too busy calling 50-50 at the Elks Club. So it's Katie, CJ, Lucas, and Mike up in the press box.
The A- crew.
And we're having more fun now than we did back in the top of the 6th.
That's for sure. What a home run can do to your mood.
Right. Sheboygan with 2 home runs tonight. Brad and Harry. Breaking ball is low. Evens the count at 1-1. You had mentioned it earlier, Lucas, that Appleton's gotten a lot of hits, but Recolaitis has been able to do a good job of avoiding a lot of damage.
They just continue to hit off Recolaitis. I can't remember the last time I've seen teams consistently be able to string hits together against him.
Exactly, yeah. He's just hasn't done that much in the past, that's for sure. Back to the top of the order. Ramos is up. He's 3 for 3. Time to get him out.
Get one on the ground at Haas and get out of this inning.
Breaker is in there for strike 1. Another breaker. That one on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Gould on at first. His single. He's on the move, but Ramos fouls it off.
That looked kind of like a hit and run.
Yes, it was. Exactly, yeah.
Kind of an emergency swing by Ramos, trying to hit it the other way.
And I'll tell you, the runner on first got a great lead, or a great jump, I mean. Harley John. Breaking ball up the middle. Haas tags the runner. Got the runner at second, but couldn't quite get it to first base in time. So Ramos reaches on a fielder's choice. And
what a play that was by Haas, though. They almost turned that double play. Didn't think he had a chance.
Yeah.
But getting that lead runner is so important as well.
And it was a good decision to go after that runner at second.
Finally got
Crawl up.
Finally got Ramos out, but he's still on base.
Yeah. So he's been on all 4 times, 3 of them via base hits. Krull is up. He's 2 for 3. Struck out his last time. That first pitch was a ball. See if Ramos is going to try and steal a base. Little different story now for Appleton because they're down 2 and we're in the 7th inning. Almost need to play it a little more conservative. And Wreck not easy to run on, and Casper with the great arm behind home plate. Good pitch. Makes the count 2-1.
He delivers the ball really fast, and he throws with great velocity. Just makes it a recipe for disaster for a base runner. He's trying to steal a base. And he mentioned with Casper's arm as well.
Ball is stroked out into right field, a base hit. And all of a sudden, Appleton has the tying runners on base.
They've just got some great hitters at the top of this order, Appleton does, with Ramos and Krull.
Hit piss up. Reed singled his last time. 11 base hits for Appleton. We're only in the 7th.
Well, the big thing is only 2 runs still. See if Reckless can work out yet another jam.
Ball is popped up into short center field. It's going to drop. A run is going to score. And Appleton's going to end up with runners on the corners and a run in. It's now 4-3.
Yeah, it's no man's land right there. Bermuda Triangle, anything you want to say. Texas League blooper, everything.
We
Just
saw
the
a
wrong
little
spot.
bit of that in the Kenosha game where they got a lot of hits that day, but it wasn't all screaming line drives. They were
Definitely
finding
not.
the openings. 3 hits in the inning is the most Appleton has had in any one inning this game. And Tim Moyer out talking to Jared.
Has been the part of the order he's had a lot of success with that 4 and 5 spot.
Well, Dornfeld has struck out 3 times so far, but you know he's a better player than that. Dornfeld plays out in left field. Where you didn't get such a good view of Harry's home run, Cole had a great look at it out in left field, watching it sail out of here. No balls and 2 strikes.
All of a sudden, rain started coming out of nowhere. You mentioned it was supposed to rain, and it came down.
Swing and a miss. Dornfeld goes down for the 4th time. What is that, the golden sombrero?
Yes, it is.
And after 6.5, it's now a 1-run game, but Sheboygan leads it 4-3.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
You know well, I'ma take you home. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
We had mentioned the rain just started to fall when Cole Dornfeld was up with 2 strikes and wrecked through the pitch in the rain. Dornfeld struck out, and A's went in to hit. Legends came out the field, and all of a sudden the skies just opened up, and right now we are in a rain delay. And we are going to leave the camera on, I believe, and we won't be talking through this rain delay, but the scoring recap. Legends opened the scoring with a run in the top of the first on a ground out by Hitpis, with Ramis scoring. They made it, we tied it up in the second when Rheinflesch hit a home run. And then Legends took the lead right back in the third on a pass ball, Ramis scoring again. And then a big 3-run homer by Harry in the top of the sixth gave Sheboygan a 4-2 lead. Appleton scored in the top of the seventh on a Hitpis base hit this time, and that's when the rains came. So after 6.5 innings at Sheboygan 4, Appleton 3, and we are in a rain delay.
But the good thing is that Sheboygan's played enough innings where the game could be called and still give Sheboygan the win.
It is an official game. We played 5 innings.
Good part about it, at least.
Yep. So if you're interested, keep watching, but we're going to cease our talking for a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to finish the ball game. back here at Wildwood Park. The game has officially been called. It ends as a 4-3 Sheboygan A's victory. Our next broadcast is going to be on Sunday, June 20th, when Kenosha Saturday, June 20th, when Kenosha comes to town for a Wisconsin State League doubleheader starting at 1 p.m. Lucas, you got anything to add to our before we sign off for
Yeah,
tonight?
we'll take a win, right? You know, get the official game in, and feel like Appleton was getting some momentum back, so you'll take getting the win. 12 hits and only 3 runs. The offense just couldn't bring those runners in. Sheboygan just did just enough to get those 2 home runs, get those 4 runs, so a win's a win.
Recolytis gets the win. The relief pitcher for Appleton, Wiekler, picks up the loss. Sheboygan improves to 2-2 in the Newble. Appleton drops to 4-2. And that's going to do it for us. Again, Sheboygan a winner, 4-3. And we'll see you on Saturday. And for my partner Lucas, I'm Mike saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.